Hi, it's me again, and there are so many newspaper articles. I've waited a long time for this situation to come about. You know, for years I've been doing this, not just me, there's been loads of other people talking about it on YouTube here and on websites and stuff. And we're always wondering why the newspapers don't talk about it enough with the problems that are involved with TV licensing. And now, lately, just the last couple of months, it's gone mad in the press with it, isn't it? And you see stuff like this, which is going to really make people start to think and talk and question the TV license fee. Look, nearly 130 people each day are being prosecuted for not paying the TV license as most vulnerable, unable to defend themselves. Now, weirdos like me with a fascination for the TV licence fee already knew it was 130 people a day, but I am massively in the minority here. To have this in the Sun, a mainstream paper where people read on their lunch breaks or on the bus or whatever, to see that gets them talking about it. And that's what we want. The more people talking about the TV licence fee, the bigger this movement's going to get. So I'm really enjoying seeing all these articles at the minute. But did you know it's nearly 130 people a day? Because it's a shocking number, because there's a lot of days in the year. That's a big number, isn't it? Many are found guilty and fined up to £1,000 despite having crippling medical conditions such as dementia and cancer. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of articles at the minute where vulnerable people are being taken to court. There was one I just done a video on a minute ago. Right, there's this woman, she's got ADHD and bipolar and that, and she closed her bank account, and the direct debit obviously wasn't taken because the bank account was closed. They turned up at the door to question her, the goons, sold her a license on the door, and then took her to court anyway. It's absolutely wrong. But it is important to say here as well that they like to mention this £1,000 fine a lot, but it's very rarely given out. I still can't recall hearing of it ever being given out. The average fine is about 150 quid. And yeah, crippling medical conditions such as dementia and cancer. Well, the dementia thing was a problem because the over 75s free license, when it got stopped, they were concerned that the goons might be picking on elderly people who suffer with that terrible condition. So they've been fully trained by some dementia charity. But from what I gather, and I'm still waiting to be corrected on this, but from what I've been told from the inside, is their full training on how to deal with vulnerable older people with dementia was watching a half-an-hour DVD or video that was sent to their mobile device. So they're fully trained then, that's fine. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of cases are also heard behind closed doors in secret courts, unearthed in a Talk TV investigation. Yeah, which was quite good, I watched that. Incredibly, not paying your TV licence is the most common crime in the country outside of motoring offences. Now, I'm reading this, and nowhere here yet have I seen, it might be lower down, I don't read these in advance, you see, I want to react to them the way you react when you first hear them. I haven't seen anywhere in this article yet saying that you don't necessarily need to pay the TV licence fee. This is still sounding like it's being enforced as a mandatory tax that you must pay for your household, which obviously is not the case, is it? Also, it does just say in here, which has just reminded me of something, the vast majority of cases of legal charity fee, and we may see the same level of miscarriages of justice as took place in the post office prosecutions. I want to mention this briefly because I'm working with TV Licence Resistance, and they're investigating into this, and it could get quite big, couldn't it? If you've had a negative interaction with TV licensing, one of the goons, or negative phone calls, or God forbid you've been taken to court by them, let us know. The link's below to pop directly over to the forum. You can leave a comment on there. If you want to email them, I'll put the address on the screen here. It's tvlvictims@tvlicensestop.co.uk. I'm not doing the investigation. I won't read your emails or talk about them on here. Be dealt with. You know, you won't be public if you don't want to be public, that sort of thing. So yeah, sorry. Just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, incredibly, not paying your TV licence is the most common crime in the country. Is it a crime? Because I haven't paid it for nigh on 10 years. I think it has been 10 years now. I've not had any fines. I've not gone to court. I'm not in prison. You don't need to pay it. Somewhere in here, they must mention it. They must. Ministry of Justice figures show that there were 47,622 prosecutions, 44,106 convictions. So only 3,000 people who were taken to court got off. So it's not good odds, is it, if you go to court for a TV licence offence? And that was for the year to the end of June 22. It's bad, isn't it? It's shocking amounts of people. 47,000 people, 622 prosecutions. Now, what we need to say here is the only way these prosecutions came about is not by the letters, it's not by a detector van, it's not by them just sending in random letters saying, we've caught you. The only way is by a goon knocking on your door. So those goons knocked on 47,622 doors minimum. That's probably 10 times that, millions of doors to get that. I swear they are targeted for convictions. If they turn up at an unlicensed address and they get commission for selling them a license, but if they can't sell them a license, I swear they're targeted. I still can't find out. I swear they're targeted for taking people to court for prosecutions. 47,622 prosecutions couldn't have happened. This is the important point. Not one of those prosecutions could have happened if, when I opened the door and they said, hello, I'm from TV Licensing, he went, no thanks mate, shut the door. 47,622 people talked to the goons when they knocked on their door. If we can get the message out there more, I'm not trying to tell people to do stuff they shouldn't do. I've never told people to watch TV without paying the license fee or watch stuff you can't watch without paying. You know what I mean? But if they turn up at your door, if you don't talk to them, you cannot be prosecuted. You can't. Warrants, people are scared of warrants. There's 1 or 2 a year. It's not gonna happen. The only way it's going to happen is if you talk to them. Former CPS chief Lord Ken MacDonald said all criminal cases should be brought by the Crown Prosecution Service and warned there was a conflict of interest in the BBC launching its own legal action. Yeah, I agree. He said the interest of the BBC in this matter, of course, is ensuring that people pay their licence fee, and that's a corporate interest, which shouldn't necessarily be wrapped up with a prosecutorial interest, and indeed shouldn't be. Agreed. It's a private company. It's a civil matter, right? How is it a criminal matter? Netflix don't take you to court for not paying your subscription if the direct debit gets cancelled. How is this a criminal matter? It makes no sense at all. And going back to those 47,000, don't forget, in a recent story we talked about in this sort of vein, there was this, a TV licensing spokesperson told the Lad Bible, TV licensing's primary aim is to help people stay licensed and avoid prosecution, which is always a last resort. 47,000 odd people may disagree with that TV licensing spokesperson. If you don't watch or record anything that's been broadcast and you don't access BBC iPlayer to watch BBC stuff, you do not require a license legally. I'm not breaking the law. I don't even tell them I don't require a license. That's why I get these shitty letters all the time. It's perfectly... I'm still reading this, and nowhere in here does it say... I'm just going to skim it because I'm not going to talk about the whole bloody article. We'll be here all day, won't we? Nowhere in this article about TV license prosecutions does it say you don't necessarily require a license. So this has come about by the Talk TV investigation, and fair play to them on that. It was a good investigation. But you can't tell me one of the BBC's multi-million-pound PR agency contracts haven't got involved in this, because at no point in here does it say. All it's doing is instilling fear into people to pay their licence fee. That's what this is doing. We got 47,000 odd people last year. We'll get you too if you don't pay it. Where in here? It doesn't say. If you don't watch or record anything that's been broadcast and you don't access BBC iPlayer, you don't require a television licence. It's wrong. It's wrong. What do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below. But I am right, in this 47,622 prosecutions that were brought about, none of them could have happened if they didn't talk to the goons when they knocked on the door. You just went, no thanks mate, and you shut the door. You cannot be prosecuted. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. While you're down there leaving your comment, hit all the buttons and everything as well. And if you do that, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.